Honey, I'm home. Getting used to the whole homebody thing. Well. You've certainly improved this place quite a lot. You're pretty impressive. I know I said that before, but you definitely have a unique way of things. I brought some food that you can prepare with me, and we can make it a fun thing where we talk about our days. Anything fun happen? Any scares? Ooh, any ghost activity? Ooh. I'm kidding. I know this place wouldn't be haunted. There's too many nice things. Can't imagine anything bad ever happened here, except for nature being nature. And this place, this lockaway. A nice little snug hideaway. Nobody's climbing a mountain to get here. We can thank that nice dragon man for that. Honey, wait. Your fever came back. Still not used to the mountain air, I bet. You've been overworking, haven't you? Damn it. I meant when I said to stop that. You're gonna worry me to death at that rate. I'm not saying you can't do all the things you want to, but take it easy. You've only been here 2 weeks. And that's not a lot of time in the greater scheme of lifetime. You said you wanted to stay here for a long time, right? Relax, baby. Relax. I'll handle everything, okay? It wasn't even a hard day for me, so don't feel bad about it, okay? What is cohabitation but extreme forms of compromise and looking out for each other? I just made it up on the spot. Don't quote me on that. My feelings. Lately, I've had a lot of them. Lamenting about mistakes I made in the past, a little bit nostalgic, but not very productive. I've been thinking about you a lot. It's been refreshing having you here. Not used to company. It's almost like trying to teach an old dog new tricks. I'm not an old dog, by the way, but I just didn't want you to think I was. I don't know if you know how we age and if we're different than you humans, so I don't want to make misunderstandings. I mean, come on. Screw that. What do you think? Do I look like I'm thriving in my element? No. It's more, far more. Just figuring it out as I go. Look, you can tell me whatever you feel. See? You've got a snug little pup next to you, and there's plenty of me to go around to. I'll make some warm soup, and we'll get a nice start to our day. The morning sun's about to rise, and I, for one, want to see it with you. Not directly, but how it basks the ground, and you can see all the treetops from here. It's to die for, don't you think? The nice frost of a new day, mixed with the dew down there. It's a little misty today, which is a good sign for a few things. Good if we wanted to go fishing, swimming, or even if we wanted to go on an adventure. Of course, until you feel better, that's just a pipe dream. What's the matter, homebody? Getting stir crazy? Sick of being sick? Well, see, the air is a lot thinner up here. And I don't think you humans are as accustomed to that. At least not with some adaptation and time. Must be tough being a human. I bet if I flew you up anymore, you'd lose consciousness. But you've gotten better in 2 weeks. I'm comfortable here. way too comfortable. More than I've ever been in my life, and all those things I didn't want to tell you about my past. Yeah, I still don't. I don't want you to think different of me. I might not be the same as before, but I was a little shit. Trust me. Growing up, you would not have liked who I was. If you did, I'd have some questions right now. Well, how do you think things are going in the capital? Think those fancy castles and towers waited for you? Considering they wanted you dead, I don't think so either. I think they'd sooner wait for a stray dog than wait for you. That's a sad truth, but my people aren't too much different. Trust me. If they were, I probably would have had a lot better of an upbringing, a lot less fighting, and a lot less blood. See, it's always a panic to me. Every time I see bloodshed, it's almost like waking up from a dream. You snap out of it. It hits you like a cold bucket of water to the face. I just did that. Or that just happened. I personally don't really like the feeling, and I can never understand how people get addicted to it. Blood sport. Arenas are messy, and, well, I've met a few people through them that are worth my time. Most people aren't. I don't know. There's two types of people that do it. The ones that do it to survive, and the ones that survive to do it. Sounds like a simple phrase, but it's not. There's so much nuance to it. There's so many different levels of it. The worst of the worst are the ones that just love to hurt people. And they live in those barracks, and they never really come out. They hurt, and they take it out on someone else. Now, I'm not sure what hurt them, because everybody's their own person, but damn, it's so frustrating. I'm sick of it. That's why I like the slow life a little bit more. Call me what you want, but having a garden with you, enjoying the fruits of our labor, and hunting maybe once a day, kicking it back and enjoying. I can think of so much worse for life. Think about it. All we really have to do is whatever we want. We want to travel. When we want to fucking learn something new, we just do it. We take the plunge, and we take it slow. Why should we rush to a world that doesn't need to? Why should we play by the rules of people we don't believe in? Hey, weird question, but do you believe there's anything after this life? Loaded one, right? I have mixed feelings. I don't really mind whatever the answer is. I just personally think I'm gonna live like there isn't. You know? Which is why I want you to tell me your biggest dreams. I don't need to know everything, but I want to hear it from your lips, from your heart. I think to get to know someone, really get to know them, you need to understand that. You have to figure out what really inspires them, what they aspire to be, and what they want to do by the end of it all. If there's even a cut and dry end of it all. You know, I don't know the truth of the world or claim to know anything big like that. Why would I? I've been preoccupied just being strong. Obsessed with it for a while. I know it's a little strange, but it was my culture and my people. Everyone has different things they want, but nobody has the guts to admit it. All I did was take that plunge, and I paid the price that nobody else wanted me to. Do you know how many people were whispering in my ear, trying to get me to be the next leader of something? I'm not a leader. I've never been. So many people want to push me into that, some role that I don't believe in. So how do they expect me to have conviction with it? But the only conviction I have right now is making sure that you feel better. I mean it. Come on, don't look at me like that. Honey, you've got a big heart, but you push yourself too far. That attitude will get you in trouble in the wilds. I don't hate it though. I think your big heart is cute. I just don't want you hurt for it. See how this little pup snuggles up to you? Yeah, well, I think it's a worry that you might put yourself out there a little too much. How did you end up in a near-death situation? Being saved by a sexy bird man? Well, isn't that all based on your heart? I'm not judging you, no. Because I'd have to judge myself in the mirror, and God, I never want to have to do that. If we go to any adventures and travel the world in ancient dungeons or something, we better not find a mirror of truth. I will be so pissed. Now, that should make you feel better. Something simple, something fresh. It's good for when you're sick. A lot of you humans think soup, right? You explained that to me yesterday. Soup is what you go to, and I don't disagree, because if you boil the bones of something, it's pretty good. Good for you, good tasting. But this is a little different. Raw herbs, untouched meat. It's like eating the earth itself. I don't know. It's something that always worked for me when I was sick. Hopefully it helps you too. But we used the lemons and limes to soak the meat, so it kind of cooks it. Funny little science thing. I'm sure that dragon would have explained it all to me. I'm not a science man, but I know enough practical things about life. How to serve you something safe and tasty that'll make you feel better in no time. You're still warm, but it's not as bad as when I first walked in. You were probably over worrying about something too. Were you entirely aware that you could get sick from worrying about something? Me? No way. You were worried I won't come back? No. Darling, I told you. I don't have any crazy aspirations. I take it safe. If I wasn't coming back, I'd at least tell you first. Come on. It's a joke. I'm always coming back. I don't want to be anywhere else. I spent my entire life figuring that out. Breathing the fresh air in the mountains, getting the fresh water right from the melting alpines. I couldn't be happier. But if what you want is more conclusive, let's make this a deal. Instead of trying to litigate things like you humans always do. At least the humans that I've met always try to. Let's make sense of it in a more simple way. More true. Come here. You may be half delirious right now, and possibly unaware of all your actions, but want to be with me? I said it last time. Not only do you not have to worry about the whole rat thing, you just have to worry about what you want. Does it feel nice when I run my fingers through your hair like that? I can't help it. You're gorgeous. If I look at you strangely, it's only because of that. I get lost in those eyes every time. It shocks even me, trust me. Didn't plan on this. He really thought I would ever believe that there was someone out there for me, let alone a human. Does it ever bother you what I am? What a quaint and simple way to say it. But even then, why not be mine then? And that is a simple solution, right? Solves all the problems you have and the problems I have. If I can claim you as my own, I can do even more and get away with even more too. Sounds like a good deal to me. You're gonna have to be honest with me, okay? I know I haven't told you everything about myself, but consider that the extra that you'll get later. 'Cause I know it's best to lead up front, yeah, but I'm not that brave. I'm brave, but I'm not like that. So, take me or leave me. You'll have the best of me. I can promise that. But what I need from you is a promise that you won't do anything reckless, okay? I don't want to risk losing you. Calling me risk averse would be an understatement right now. With how bad things have gone before, how much I've lost. I'm not even sure I'm making the right decision, or if I'm giving in to more pathetic wants and needs. But I guess in that moment, all the hurt of the past came back to me. But I looked into your eyes and I saw something else instead of the pain. I saw someone I want to be really close to for a long time. Isn't that as good a reason as any to make you mine? I know apprehension is one hell of a thing to even approach, let alone deal with. You're probably not used to it as a noble either. But you're not a bad one, I'll tell you that. You're a good example, even if you were raised in a society that has some bad things in it. Even if they hurt you, they can't take away your heart, and they can't stop you from feeling and loving and being true to that beautiful person you are. I can't change how the world is. Not quickly, at least. But I can promise you that as a man who's tied to his heart, wearing it on his shoulder rather than his sleeve, I would really like to have you as my own. Hey, say something. That's not a word, honey. It's just a noise. But it was really cute. Hey, are you sure about all this? I get nervous when it comes to commitment. I shouldn't, but I want to so bad. special. I think I'm falling in love with you. And that's a scary, wonderful thing. You're not gonna break my heart, are you? No. If you were gonna do that, you could have done it way before. You could have walked away. Remember when I said that? You'd just walk out the door. I was really shaky inside when I said it. Quivering in my boots. Because I didn't want it. I was afraid the only person I get to talk to for the rest of my life would be this little cute pup. Not to minuscule. Not to even diminish how special she is, but for a small pup to take on the responsibility of cheering up a jaded man like me. That's not fair, right? And what I'm saying, shouldn't it not be fair to you too? But at least you can hold a better conversation, right? Aside from that, you keep looking at me with these eyes that remind me of someone. The first person to ever break my heart. Someone who I thought was different. And they were different, to be fair, for that time, that brief glimpse I had. I'm not gonna tell you what happened, because it's not good to spoil such a fine moment, but my heart's weak. It's like glass. I might be strong on the outside, but I'm gonna ask you this just once. I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna give you a chance. But please don't betray me. Please don't. I'm begging you. Won't you treat me right? I swear I'll do the same for you. Sounds like we're getting married by your terms. Are we? Is that what we're doing now? If so, I do. That's what you said they say? We don't have a concept like marriages, no. We're just beasts after all, remember? Cynics aside. Do you mind if I overstep my boundaries just a little? To pretend and forget about everything in your touch instead. Well, that's a mighty generous offer for me. How could I say no? How could anybody?